Monday morning. No, hell, it's noon. Noon on Monday, the 19th of May. Just got out of the hardware store, finished my orders and deliveries there. I do have to go back for a meeting this afternoon. So I was going to replant my corn today. It has dried out enough. I talked to another neighbor and asked him what he thought it was. He thinks it was crows that pulled that corn up because he's had that problem before. So I was asking him if he had any corn left over. I didn't want to buy a whole bag. I've got a half a bag left, but it wasn't quite going to be enough. He said, yeah, I've got some left over. He only plants some corn for some food plots for the deer and the birds so they can hunt. And he said, would you like me to plant it for you, to replant it for you? I said, whoa, that would be great. I think he's just got a 2-row planter, so that would be great. He could get in there and not disturb as much as I would disturb. So I'm going to take him the leftover corn that I've got, and then what he has left over, it'll be enough to replant that to between 2 and 3 acres. So that's one thing off of my plate for today. I think I am ready to plant some soybeans. I've got some beans in the drill. I've smothered some grease on it, checked all the tire pressures, checked all the bearings. I had one Coulter bearing that I had to change. Got the tractor fueled up. I think we're ready to go. I'm just gonna go out here behind the shop and try it and see how it looks. It's not sticking to the packer wheels. We've almost got perfect conditions out here, which is a bit scary, isn't it? Shoot, where's my pocket knife? There we go. Oops, I see some beans laying on top of the ground right there. I think we got to go a little deeper here, because I see a bean right there on top of the ground. Yeah, they're not in the ground much, although with the forecasted rain, yeah, they're less than an inch in the ground. With the forecasted rain coming, that may be all I want. is just enough to cover them up so they don't get packed down in that ground. I think there's a chance of like an inch of rain. Well, over here, they're in the ground a little better over here. I say that, and I haven't found one yet. Does that mean they're in the ground too deep? Remember, this is a controlled spill. There it is, about an inch. That's about an inch. We've just got a controlled spill here is all we got. There's a lot of trash there, which is good. And there's no beans sitting on top of the ground here with all this trash, so I think I'm okay here. I think we're gonna call it and say, yeah, rock on. All right, come on, where are you? What the hell? Gosh darn it. I didn't see a single one in that row. Ah, there it is. All right, I think we're gonna let it go like it is. Yep, we're gonna let it go like it is. Because I'm not seeing any, well, just a few. That was over here where we saw a couple laying on top. All right, I'm not gonna dig anymore. We're just gonna go with it. Full send. And the first 10 acres is planted. Took me longer than I wanted it to, but that's because I had a 3-hour meeting up at the hardware store, and looks like I got a hitchhiker here. All right, got that off. Let's see how close we were to get the drill set right the first time. I put 15 bags in here, and I guess I've got about 5 left. Well, I'm going to plant this other 3-acre field here, and that will give me a better idea of if I'm putting enough beans or not. I've got these 2 fields planted. It's about 13 acres out here. Let's walk back here to the drill and see how the beans worked out on this. I put 15 bags in it. Ultimately, I'd like to put 1 bag to the acre, which is 140,000 seeds per acre. So I should have 2 bags left, but nope. I would say I've got 3 or 4 bags left. Yeah, probably 4. So I put 11 bags on 13 acres. So I only got about 130,000 seeds per acre. And studies have shown you can go as low as, I don't know, about 80,000 seeds. Let's see if I can get off this ladder. Holding the camera and not falling. So studies have shown you can put about as low as 80,000 soybean seeds per acre and still have the same yield results. That's pretty low in my opinion. You probably have to have the right variety for that, but even variety doesn't make a whole lot of difference in university studies that I've seen. I like to have about 140. 130 is okay. I'm not stressing about this. It's all going to depend on the rain on Wednesday, how much rain we get, and if that ground crusts over, but it shouldn't because it's no-till, so that's going to help it. So I'll set it up for tomorrow, and I've got another farm I can plant tomorrow before the rain. The next farm after that is tilled ground. We're just going to have to let the rain come through and do its thing and see where we end up with after that. All right, I'm wrapping it up. It's late. As you can see, it is late. So I'm going to say, see ya! See ya!